Yo, yo, we on? These mics on?
Yeah.
Yeah, check these mics real quick. Turn my volume up. Turn my higher, higher. They can't hear me.
Where's my snare?
Yeah, yeah. We're good now. Let me put my gun down.
Proper Ebonics.
I'm concerned. You over there, the Durag on talking about a gun. Are you all right?
No, like metaphorical gun. Metaphorical, not a real gun. Um, yeah. No, it's I I got my hair braided on Christmas. That was like my Christmas gift. We didn't really do gifts this year. That's not true. I got everyone gifts. I got one gift. But the main gift was my mom braided my hair for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah.
So I get to rock do-rags.
Oh man, you look good. I'm digging it. You know what I'm saying? You got a tie like a true New Yorker too.
You try to wrap it around. I haven't wrapped one around in such a long time. I got heckled. I got heckled. I was going outside of Best Buy and I was wearing a do-rag because my hair it's done by now. It doesn't look good anymore. It's just kind of all fizzy. It's just an excuse to wear hats and stuff. But I was wearing a do-rag with confidence. With confidence. It was the day after Christmas. I was like, all right, I got braids, got a pink do-rag. What's up? I'm going towards Best Buy, and this car comes by, and you can tell these two teens are driving, and the guy rolls down his window. He's like, "It's not do-rag season," and then speeds off. I was like, "Damn."
He's wrong. It's always Durag season. You know, it
That's
doesn't
what I
matter.
was wondering. There's since when is do-rags coming season? I thought I'm dressed like the summer right now. I didn't know that. I felt like a goon. I was like, oh damn, I didn't know that was like a new thing.
You should have shot at the car. That's what you should have
I should have shot at the car. I should have.
done.
It is now.
Yeah, listen, that'd have been great. You just imagine the story, man. We just got shot at by a guy wearing a pink durag, man.
In the winter.
It's just not even durag season.
Yeah, man. How was your Christmas?
Listen, bro. If anything,
What's
I
up?
think if anything, the winter time is durag season. You know what I mean? If
I
anything,
mean, I'll if you have braids, do-rag season is all year. If you're just getting it for waves, do-rag is in the summer.
really? Well, okay, wait. Before we jump into Christmas, why do you say that?
I just made it off the top of my head. I'm using just random logic, which hasn't hurt me in the past, so I'm gonna go with it this time too.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Christmas for me was a lot different than yours, probably, because I wasn't sitting in between anybody's legs. You know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta say that about my mom, man? Why you gotta do that?
That's where you were
I
sitting. What
was,
you
I
mean?
was. Yeah, shots my mom's legs.
No. Now you're making it weird.
You're making it weird.
I haven't sat between my mom's legs since I was like 14. I used to get my hair braided. Yeah. So I understand. But look, man, Christmas for me, man, I showed up to my family house wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? I was listen.
Like
It was like,
a mask.
yeah, I
Oh,
wore my mask.
yeah, face
No,
mask. I see.
not the. I wasn't dressed up on Halloween. I was dressed up in my my PUA mask. I don't know what to call it.
PPE.
PPE. There it is. That's the word. That's what I was looking. When I say PUA, I'm thinking about money. But yeah, my PPE mask. I had my mask on. Dad was like, "Why you got your mask on?" Like, what you mean, man? We're going through a pandemic. I'm just gonna get these gifts for my kids. You know.
Oh, so you went in, scooped up the gifts, broke them off with a cough, and dipped.
No, we chill. Me and my kids both chill. Me and my kids had our mask on. You know.
And do you get a lot of pressure from the family? Like, Alan, you're around family. Take the mask off.
Listen, only reason that they couldn't give me no pushback because in like July they came to my house, right? My stepmom had her mask on, so that's what I said. I was like, when you came to my house, you had your mask on, so like you can't.
She's she works in like the healthcare field, right? Isn't that like the whole time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm wearing my mask, you know. My little sister was there. She got a negative COVID test. You know what I'm saying? So it was, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the best that we could do. You know, and also collect all the gifts.
There you go. There you go. That's kind of a wild move right there. Just show up, mask on, wear it the whole time. I respect it because a lot of people will crumble under pressure and be like, I gotta take the mask off. We're eating now. They're saying prayer.
We did take the mask off to eat.
Oh, okay.
But it's like I thought about it in my head, like at a restaurant, they take that people, you know what I'm saying? Like, Strangers take their mask off to eat at a restaurant and put them back on. So why can't we?
Bro, I did Christmas no mask. You're good. You're good. I think I told you about my plan. For 2 weeks we kind of like self isolated, and there's no, I don't know how much they actually did it, but I did it. And Christmas time it was my aunt, my brother, who I haven't seen since February, my stepdad, mom, and your boy Kirk. No mask in sight, and 3 dogs. So I think there's a lot of people and a lot of families that did it this way of like no mask, and kind of just felt, going to different people's dinners because they felt it's Christmas time. They want to see the family. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
But you told me beforehand that y'all was supposed to take preventative measures where everybody was gonna be isolated.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have that conversation with my family.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like I didn't have the conversation like, yo, you're gonna like my mom, my stepmom's a nurse, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she ain't quarantining, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
She's masked up, gowned up, and doing her thing at work, but still, I was like, I'm gonna wear this mask, you know what I'm saying? Like
For safety.
so that's 2020 Christmas, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Do you think Santa wears a mask?
Santa, he has to because he don't want anybody to know who he is.
Damn, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like this whole time about Santa being white, he's just white masking it up right now. He's just white facing. Santa is a black man named Gerald, and yes, he wears his mask.
Gerald Clausen.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Likewise, see your family and your kids and all that stuff. It felt like it just kind of came around. And truthfully, this is one of the best Christmases I've had. Like very little gifts, and it wasn't even about that.
Yeah.
It was from the heart, bro. It was like being able to like see the family. Like there was no rumbles. Usually we always have like a Christmas rumble between my grandmother and aunt. It was a whole thing, but no rumbles. It was just hanging out, watching Wonder Woman 1984. And yeah, there was a fireplace. It was lovely. It was great seeing everyone.
You guys normally fight at holiday season?
It's like a thing. My grandmother and my aunt, they always had kind of a running thing where they'd scream at each other, and then like my aunt would lock herself in a room, my grandma would pound on it. It would be called the Christmas Brawl, and then they'd all kind of go around like, oh, they're about to do the Christmas Brawl. When's it going to happen? Usually happen right before dinner. But no Christmas Brawl this time. Everyone just got along.
No Christmas Royal Rumble?
No Christmas Royal Rumble. None of that. There were no headlocks in the household on Jesus' birthday.
Jesus' birthday. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Man.
Speaking of headlocks and Royal Rumbles, rest in peace to the homie Brody Lee. You know what I'm saying? That
peace. Yeah, man. That's I applaud you for bringing up this subject. When you sent it to me in the text, I was like, first, no joke, I thought I texted to you. I was like, I don't remember texting that. What? And I realized, oh, that was from Alan. Yeah, no. So Brody Lee of AEW, All Elite Wrestling, who was previously in WWE as Luke Harper.
That makes sense. I was like, damn, Luke Harper died too?
Yeah, no, it was one person. I'm surprised you even know who Luke Harper is. But he was young. He was 41. He just All Elite Wrestling event. And his whole thing was that he was with the WWE years, utilizing him, but they had him under contract. Within the last year, he was able to be released and go to the competitor, where he went under Brody Lee. That's his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, dog. I didn't know that.
Here's WCW, like there was WCW versus WWF. This is like not all French WCW, but it's a competitor, and people really like it. It's a good one. But yeah, he passed away age 41 of a lung disease that his wife went on to say is not COVID related. And that's they kind of made a distinction via the Instagram posts. And yeah, no, it's a sad thing. We haven't really learned much beyond it being a lung disease, but the wrestling community is mourning.
Hey, man, that's crazy, man. It's definitely during the holiday season, man. His wife and family are never going to be able to experience the holiday season like without thinking about, but they're going to be thinking about him always. But like this time of year is always going to be a sad time.
Yeah, I always wonder that of like, not too grim or anything like that, but like when it comes to like death anniversaries and all that, like how much it plays part. Because growing up, people about how hard holidays can be for a lot of
Right.
people, and I never really fully understood it. And now I recognize now, like, oh, but just as I had a great family Christmas, it's because that's the kind of the aim of Christmas sort of thing, like spend time with family. And when you lose family members or friends or family, it can remind you of that. So I get that now, why people may feel a certain way. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, it makes you know what I'm saying. He don't like celebrate like the holidays with his family. He go always go away by himself, and you know what I'm saying. So I mean, it just sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, yeah. Well wishes to him and Brody Lee's family. It's crazy.
Yeah, and well wishes to anyone that maybe spent Christmas alone, or even Hanukkah alone, 8 days alone, this sort of thing, where they couldn't really see family and all that stuff. Shout out to them. This is a different one this year. Do you feel, because this is the whole thing with like 2021 right around the corner? Do you feel like anything's actually going to change though? Do you feel like there's a sense of refreshment?
No, this is no, no, man. Listen, that whole we've done this as people for at least 2019 years, where we go into it like next year things gonna be literally just a new day on a calendar. Not every not everybody celebrates the New Year's like we do. Some people
Yeah.
are in different years. Nothing's gonna just suddenly change because it's 2021. Like nothing's gonna change. The only thing changing this year is gonna be the president. Like that's it. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like no, so I'm not really going like okay, I'm the kind of person where I always like I have resolutions and goals that I want to, but I'm not expecting anything to drastically change when the clock strikes January 1st, you know.
It's never like a mindset thing for you. Like I know for a lot of people, it's a motivation thing of like, okay, this is a fresh thing. Like when you clean your room, it's like, okay, now I have a clean, fresh room, and it kind of psychologically ramps you up to kind of move on to a new project or process. Do you feel any of that?
Yeah, so this all in your head.
Yeah.
You can make that day December 31st. You can make that day February 1st. It's all in our heads. So we manifest everything we want. So it's like, yo, when the year strikes new, we're going to do this, this, and that. We can pick any day. We can do it right now. You know,
Yeah.
so like that's that's it. It's just this
Yeah.
is the same. This is the day that we all are manifesting new shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
My
That's
new year, I make it February 20th. So I still got 2 months left of 2020 left. I choose time, baby. It's all relative. So I'm still kind of
2020
rough and
ended for
tough.
me yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a rough one. We're gonna make it through. We only got 2 more months left, and then February 2021, it's gonna get popping. New starts. Yeah, so we'll see. Man, speaking of that with New Year's and all that stuff, man, let's get in some goals. Let's pop them off some goals early. My goal for this one, and I need you to hold me accountable for this one. Uh, so there's that app Duolingo. Have you heard of it? The one where it's pretty much like Rosetta Stone but on your phone.
Uh-huh.
So my goal is to learn 101 basics of the Russian language.
Why Russian?
Well, I'm finding I read a lot of Russian books. Like it wasn't even on purpose. I just find out like I end up bumping into a lot of Russian books. And I think I just enjoy the culture. Even like some like my favorite wrestlers and UFC fighters, it's like they're all Russian. I think it'd be kind of a unique language. It also seems very difficult. I only took one course of it yesterday, and it seems difficult. So I mean the very basics. I just want to be able to say like, "Hello, my name's Kirk. Are you going to come on this elevator?" I don't think they're going to say that sentence, but something along those lines. I want to get the basics of the Russian language.
This is the first conversation that we're going to have, and you becoming a Russian spy for Putin.
Could be. You don't know what's under his Durag, dog. Like it's just wires.
What's Kirk Snowden? That's what we're going to call you.
Oh, my phone went off. I
No,
apologize.
look. So you don't know how to say hello yet in Russian?
Not no no. I know it's that my name is Fechukovich, as noted in the past. That's still the same, but I don't know how to say Fedyokovich says hello. I only know how to say Russian names. That's it. Like I don't know it. Um, Muma, I think is mom.
That's definitely Nigerian.
It may be Nigerian.
It definitely didn't sound Russian. Muma.
I picked the wrong language. I this whole time I think I'm learning Russian. I'm learning Swahili the whole time. That would be wild. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to learn some Russian, see how it pops off.
All right, I think it's an interesting goal. I thought you were going to say Spanish, maybe French, but no, you okay?
Maybe
Okay.
more practical learn Spanish or even like Chinese, but I don't know. I mess with Russia.
Yeah, they say Mandarin is really hard anyway. So listen, I can't wait to see your progress.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Can you imagine if we do a whole episode in Russian?
Well, you'll be talking, I'll just be listening, responding what I think you said.
Producer Pat, we're gonna have you put captions underneath me for my Russian language.
Like, no, Kirk, I don't want any vodka. All right, look.
Ebonics, but Vlad and Alan. That's my name's Vladimir.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, Vladimir Griffiths.
Vladimir.
All right. So this is my goal. This is a joint goal for the podcast.
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh. What happened? You okay?
No, you said a joint one. I wasn't prepared for 2 goals. I'm trying to learn Russian,
no, not joint meaning 2, but joint meaning together. So this is a goal that I think that this will benefit, the podcast. We gotta start a fucking Twitter account for Proper Ebonics.
Why?
Just because I'm gonna tell you what, I've been on this kick for probably for like 3 years talking about how Twitter's dead. Like, it's not, and I feel like we should just have one. Just like when you start like a business or a podcast, you should just have all the social medias. Period. Just you make sure you got all the names, so there's no Proper Ebonics fakers out there acting like they're us. Like, you just, even if we're not like tweeting all the time, because we don't post all the time, but if we like just to have the Proper Ebonics Twitter, because like there's like things, so we fill out information for like a festival to do a Proper Ebonics recording at a festival. They ask you for all your handles. So like just to have it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we need to have a Twitter.
Producer Pat suggests that we do a TikTok dances too.
Yeah.
No. So, all right, here's my thing. Yes, it can, Pat. I was like, it couldn't hurt. Yes, it can.
What's your thing? What's your thing?
So, all right. So we have a Twitter account, but neither of us really use Twitter. Is that going to be counterintuitive for like if these festivals or whoever is looking for us sees that we have an inactive Twitter account with very little followers? Is that going to help us or hurt us?
Please tell me how it could hurt.
Because it just shows inactivity. Like, I see a lot of podcasts where like their pages are just there and nothing's been updated for 3 years, and it's like, oh, does that podcast even exist really? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good look.
If you plan to fail, if you
fail, you think this looks like one of the plans to fail? Come on.
Wait, I'm saying it wrong. If you plan to fail, what's the shit? If you don't plan, you're gonna fail. I can't get the saying out. I can't get it out.
This could be the first tweet.
Which is pretty much what you're doing is you're like telling us you're saying we're going to fail, and if you plan to fail,
no, I'm not saying it's going to fail. Like, is the goal to get a wildly successful Twitter account, or just to have like an account?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for the stars. So I think that it's easy because you can automatically upload to multiple social media networks at the same time. You can go on Instagram and tweet Instagram and Facebook at the exact same on the same post.
I forgot all about that feature. That is true.
So yes. So when you say that they're going to see us being inactive, is just saying that we're going to be inactive. That's not true.
No, yeah. Well, in that terms, yeah. No, I see the logic with that. I thought, because I'm thinking in my head like going onto Twitter and like doing things, but I'm like, oh, if we keep it just as we update the Instagram one, which we do, and it's like, oh, then that's fine then. My mind has been changed.
Yeah, and even people say we have guests on the show. They want to tag us. The guests want to tag us like, yeah, I was on Proper Ebonics, but we don't have a Twitter account. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense to not have it.
All right, I can be down for this goal. We will make a mutual Twitter account for Proper Ebonics.
Yeah, that's because like I feel like I've been shitting on Twitter for like a smooth 3 years, talking about how Twitter is dead, Instagram is doing this, TikTok came out of nowhere. I don't fuck with TikTok, but it's been a lot of other sites and things going on. But Twitter is still it's still relevant. It's still where news breaks first. Like I went semi-viral on Twitter, and it got me back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I got my Twitter legs back, and I feel like I'm just like, yo, this is so beneficial to me. Like I'm able to, I see what's going on, and people been saying this for years. Like, yo, Twitter is always first with the news. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like when I watch it firsthand, I'm like, yeah, damn, Facebook is literally 3 days later, like on
Yeah,
everything.
that's very true. In terms of memes and news, Twitter tends to get the information first. I don't even know if I have a Twitter account myself, but I'm game for it. Why not try it out? I wouldn't even be opposed to eventually doing a TikTok situation, not for the dances, but I was thinking last night as I crept in my bed. I was thinking it'd be kind of, the OnlyFans site, right? It's not all sexual. You could have OnlyFans for like instructional things or like teaching tutorials and all that.
Right.
I may do an OnlyFans. I may do an OnlyFans and it's just like doing a book review on the Brothers Karazamov. I think it'd be kind of dope.
Listen, I think that you can use that, and I think like your cover picture can be a picture of you with your shirt off to entice people.
You already know. Yeah, can you
You know what I'm
imagine
saying?
no shirt, durag, gun blazing? Like, come on, that's gonna get a few people on there already.
Hold on, my girlfriend's texting me like, "Why are you not answering?" And I told you 27 minutes ago I'm recording.
Corden
Okay.
PE. Do you know?
Look, he said, "Look, producer Pat said Lemaire has a Pornhub."
Lemaire. I would go on it semi regularly. I'll like send friends like, oh, check out this porn thing I found. And it's just Lemaire doing stand up, which I think is a unique thing. I love that you go on Pornhub and just watch Lemaire stand up.
Listen, I think, but what I did see though is that Pornhub is kind of crashing down on that.
Yeah,
Like
so
you got to be like a certified. I don't know.
it's
A real.
verified. Yeah, so like if a lot of the user submitted content, a lot of the amateur stuff, they kind of scraped. I think they scraped all of it because there were claims that there were minors on some of those submissions. So now their whole thing is like you have to be verified by the website to have it upload to prevent them uploading minors on the website. So yeah, that's the whole thing with that. And I
So
think
as long as you're not a minor, you can upload stand up.
well, that's the thing. You have to be not only not a minor, but you have to be verified. So you have to be verified on their site to upload something. So I don't know if Lemaire's thing is still up. He may have been verified. He's been on there for a few years now, which is funny. You're verified on Pornhub.
See, listen, man. What you can call. Listen, we need a Pornhub account. We need every account to reach everybody.
I think that'd be kind of cool. I think I keep saying we need to interview a porn star, porn actress, soft or hardcore, and I don't know any. I know like zero porn stars, so I don't know. That could be a portal into that.
You think they will come on?
Yes. And there's some that won't and some that will, it's everyone's different sort of thing. But if we do formal communication and send out the email, yeah, I think it would spark some interest.
Okay. That could be the goal for next. That could be our New Year's goal for next week.
Yeah, we're gonna get Lexington
we can get Lacey Ball on. No, not a dude. Not a dude. I'm sitting here thinking about.
No, we could get a dude for like dude insight. I'm curious, like be a dude in porn. I'm curious. I have some questions.
Okay, now here's a question for you. Have you ever recorded yourself having sex?
How's that tie into me wanting to talk to a porn star?
Because I have. We've done tons of episodes. You've been talking to one for years.
I'm not going to reveal whether or not I've recorded myself having a sexual relationship. But who knows if that's out there in the internet? It's not. But it's all about boundaries, Alan. I'm going to practice my boundary. Please respect my boundary and not ask if I had sex on camera. Live in 2016. Insane.
Oh, that's good stuff. I got a picture. I got a picture, right? Because I did this. I recorded myself when I was like my second year in college, and like I was a scumbag, and I showed my friends, and there's like a picture on my Facebook of like of my friends like watching it, like, oh, like it's so funny.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. The closest thing I can think of with that, my brother, he had a phone, one of the first ones with a camera on it. I would have been probably like 13 or so, and it was a great summer in the Bronx where all like the children would come. Myself, my cousin would come from Florida, my brother, we'd all stay at my grandmother's. Long story short, I got my brother's phone and I took a bunch of photos of my penis. Then my cousin, she also wanted to play with the phone and discovered all the photos of my penis. And then,
What?
yeah, it was wild.
Yo, you was tripping. That wasn't even a good camera. It
It wasn't. It wasn't.
was all blurry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was all blurry and all that stuff. And I remember, like, my brother came up to me like, "Kirk, just so you know, if you're gonna take photos of your penis, delete it." And then I got a knife. And granted, I don't think I would have stabbed my cousin. I don't think I would have done that. But I did do some like and there was some frightening. Yeah, it was a hot day. But yeah, no one got stabbed though.
Now I see why you're so sensitive about the did you do a porno thing, because you killed somebody with your penis being on footage.
No, it felt like a violation of my privacy, but I had no privacy. I was on someone else's phone. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, oh yeah, let me not delete this.
What, the fact that you did that is so funny to me, yo. And then you didn't delete it. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what I was
Oh
thinking with that. I don't know why I did that. I guess I was proud. Maybe that's what it was. I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna go back to this and take a look later on. You know, like when you have a good set and maybe you go back and listen to that set. It's like, all right, it's a good
like,
angle
yo,
right there.
my penis killed that.
Yeah, all right, cool. I may have to submit this later. All right, gonna save this in the desktops.
It
You
got credits.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yo, man, listen, that's funny story about footage.
Really, because I think it's traumatic.
Yeah, I think it's so good. That's so good. Speaking of footage, there's been a lot of talk about footage that I seen. I didn't even see it. Did you see Wonder Woman?
I did. I watched Wonder Woman 1984.
What'd you think about it? 'Cause I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't see it, but I seen that nobody liked it. I didn't see one person say anything positive about it on my timeline. Not one.
You know what? So I watched it with my brother Christmas Day. I would say excellent Christmas film. Excellent movie to watch with the family on Christmas, although it's just my brother and I. The family is like, we're going to watch Impractical Jokers. It's besides the point. I enjoyed it. It was much less dark than the first one. And I think a lot of people are upset over that because it's a little bit lighter and it is a bit over the top. The whole concept of this one, and I don't like when movies do this, the whole crux of the movie is that there's an artifact that could grant any wish. And all you have to do is touch it, make the wish, and anything can happen, which translates to we could do anything in this movie. We could do anything. Right. So it's like when you do a movie or a book and it takes place in a dream or the person's dreaming. It gives you the room to do anything. And I think that hurt it a little bit because it went to crazy town like too fast. Like it was over the top and we didn't really get to know much about the characters first because in order to go over the top you got to care about the characters first. So on that end of it I didn't appreciate that, but it was a very fun movie. I went in there with very minimal expectations, like, oh, it's a superhero movie, I enjoy Wonder Woman, why not? And it had touching moments. Overall I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10.
7.8. I didn't expect that. What if you've seen this in the summertime? Would you give it a 7.8?
No, I think the seeing it during Christmas heightened the review. I think because I had such a good movie going experience, I love watching movies, especially love watching movies with the family on Christmas Day. So that in itself heightened it a bit. And I think because it went to crazy town so fast, and truthfully, we don't really see Wonder Woman that much. It's a 2.5-hour movie. Like we see the character, but we don't see Wonder Woman like in her suit and all that much. So with that though, like I was entertained. I do get people's criticism towards it. I do think they're being a bit harsh because a lot of people have high expectations, but I thought overall it was a very fun film.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to watch it because I don't really fuck with superhero movies like that, and I seen them but bad reviews. So I'll take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't believe that people were talking about this white woman movie so much during Kwanzaa. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Uh,
I'm like, this is some bullshit. You gonna release this shit's called I call it White Woman 84. That's what I call it.
it's yeah. Now that I think about it, there's no black characters in this.
See, listen, I'm so glad you said that because somebody said you're gonna have a movie that takes place in DC in the 80s with not one black person. How is that possible?
There's one black character, and it's a little girl in the beginning, and she's at awe with Wonder Woman because she saved her life. It was a cute scene. However, there's not a lot of black characters in there. I think we need to re-up. We gotta do Wonder Woman with Viola Davis. That's what I'm suggesting. Viola Davis, if she's busy, Octavia Spencer. I think make a great Wonder Woman. Always flying.
She probably would because she killed every role. Listen, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit can take place in DC, and so like in the pandemic of the crack era, because that's what the time the 80s in DC.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't mention the crack epidemic at all. Like there was no mention of Reagan, although they did have a president, and I think it was supposed to be loosely based off of Reagan. But at no point does he talk about putting crack into the neighborhoods of the black community.
That's why it wasn't realistic to me. Look, that's why that's one of my biggest things with movies, man, is they don't be realistic. Like I'm the kind of guy when I watch a movie, I point out everything that's fake. I'm like, that's impossible. That can't happen.
Sounds
like, that's why. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't. That's why my favorite movies are like comedies and like I like documentaries and stuff like that. But like superhero movies, because I'm just like, oh, okay, that happened for real.
Oh, you flying now? Oh, yeah. I see.
That's me, and I hate it. I hate that that's me. Because I want to enjoy it. I can appreciate good things. I'm like, oh, that was a good movie. But if you're gonna be super out to lunch with your shit and be corny, it's just like I don't want no parts of that.
So Forrest Gump, your favorite film, realistic for you? Realistic enough?
Forrest Gump is so cool because it takes place during. Listen, I'm breaking down for you. They really have historical events that take place in the movie. Like yes, it's based off a fake guy who's run super fast, but like they had like Vietnam, they had like segregation, they had like real stuff going on in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they did have everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had Asians that like look. Producer Pat said shrimp. Shrimp is real. Fried shrimp is sauteed shrimp scampi, shrimp Alfredo.
I always still get tripped out that Dave Chappelle was supposed to be Bubba in that film. He was originally supposed to be Bubba, but he turned it down. I always get tripped out by that.
I've seen that, and I'm glad that Dave Chappelle turned down Bubba because Bubba pigeonholed himself. He could not be in anything else. He was so good at being Bubba, you couldn't see him as anything else.
He's so good at Bubba that we're referring to him as Bubba right now.
Yeah. I don't know his name.
It may actually be Bubba. I don't know.
I have no idea what his name is. It's my favorite movie of all time. You know what I'm saying? Dang. But the real shit in that movie kept me grounded. You know what I'm saying? So like if Wonder Woman was saving some little black babies who was seeing they were playing on a mattress in a crack infested neighborhood with needle about to come stick them in their leg and she saved them, I'd be like, okay, that's some real shit that she's doing. But like it's just nothing real. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Well, they are doing Wonder Woman 3. They announced it. So Patty Jenkins, if you're listening, director, just some suggestions. Keep that in mind. Wonder Woman 3 starring Queen Latifah, maybe 2022. Who knows? We'll see. I think that'd be very cool. Bro, we're talking about all this fun stuff and all that stuff. We're out here giggling, laughing, chuckling. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world right now, bro. Crazy stuff. There's a mutation of COVID going on. Well, did you hear about the journalists in China? The journalist in China who's just been sentenced to 4 years of, I believe it's prison, not hard labor. I think just prison, or not just prison, but prison for her coverage of COVID while she went into Wuhan and did coverage there. And they arrested her, I think back in, April. And then like she went on a hunger strike. Their whole thing was that she was giving false information and kind of disruption of news. They framed in a way that they get a lot of journalists there that way. But she went on a hunger strike. They had to put like a feeding tube in her and all that. And now the sentencing has happened, and they're saying 4 years for coverage of COVID in China.
What did she do that they didn't like?
Just covering it in general, like the details of like it was a lot of information are things that they would like to be concealed. And just like any journalism, it kind of tells you like they try to do some deep dives, investigate, and it sounds like she went straight into Wuhan and did some investigations. I don't know exactly if there was like a pivotal detail that she found that was just bad, or it was just a matter of they didn't like that she was doing it and they wanted to stop her, because I know in many countries that's a thing that happens. So yeah, 4 years. Her name Zhang Zan, I believe. So 4 years in that, man, and that's you think about all the stuff that we go through in America, and sometimes you kind of lose sight of things that could happen in other countries as well. Like you would never think, I don't know, that's one thing like America, you would never hear that. Like it's rare when it does happen.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump sent one of these people he considered to be fake news people to jail. That wouldn't surprise me. I'd be like, okay, some Trump shit right
If
there.
he could, yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
So,
I think a lot of people would if they were allowed to. It's just we kind of have the parameters of hey, don't do that here.
so they weren't allowed to talk about it at all. Is that what they talking about? Because I'm still confused. What they did wrong?
I don't think they necessarily. I think it was just like going because they went to Wuhan, so which makes me think they went to the lab where it kind of originated in. So perhaps there is some research in that. I didn't look further into it. So I don't think, but from what I did see, there was no big thing they found. It was just a matter of we don't want you releasing this information. We don't want you prying into this information. You're still doing that, and now we're saying you're obstructing sense of knowledge for common people.
You
Yeah. And producer Pat, if you could pull up that article by any chance and see exactly what she was charged with, because that part's blanking on me right now. But it's a term that was so vague in general that it's almost perfect if you want to kind of just lock people up for no reason.
listen. I've never done 4 years in jail, but the fact that she only got 4 years and will be able to talk about this shit in 4 years, oh my God, she is going to be getting so many interviews. She's going to be popping. You know what I'm saying? People want to know what's like. What I'm telling you, we need to reach out to her.
Well, you said it right. If we can't get Pornhub, well, my thing is that it's getting so much publicity because I think this happens a lot. This isn't like something that's rare. Like it's rare. You don't really see it often in America, at least that I know of. And producer Patty touched base. She was arrested for picking quarrels and provoking trouble.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
That sounds like you get detention for that, not 4 years in jail. Like that's kind of nuts. So that was a term they used for it, which I think is kind of bonkers. Picking quarrels. I pick quarrels left and right. I
pick quarrels with you every episode.
Yes, we are quarrel pickers, baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and producer Patty reflects that it's an accusation commonly used against dissidents, activists, and journalists. With her video and blog reports from the Wuhan lockdown last month, she was charged with dismantling false information, or disseminating false information. So yeah, no, that one kind of stuck out to me because I thought it was kind of wild. And it's interesting to hear the plight of different countries. Like we have a lot of racial injustice, so do many other countries, sort of thing. That's one of our main ones over here. Prison complex. There's a little bit of a huge gap in wealth. And then you look at other countries as well, where it's like, you can't even talk about what's going on that's negative in the country, or else you may jeopardize your freedom.
What would you rather have, equality or a strict as what's that called? Is that not democracy? A strict as dictatorship?
Wait, what was the first one? Injustice or dictatorship?
Would you rather just have like equality, like everybody's on the equal playing field, except for the dictator?
I guess it depends on what kind of dictator. But dictators, they have a history of being bad and using their power for kind of just bad means. So
yeah,
I think that would be short term of like, oh, this is great, we're all equal. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm gonna go with on that one. It feels bad even saying both.
Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry to put you in that situation, Kirk.
Yeah, that was wild. You did that. Yo, Kirk, which one do you like? Racism or Hitler? Like what? Choose one. Oh man.
That's crazy. Listen, man, that's crazy. Shout out to Zong. I mean, we out here. We should write her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. Dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think one thing that's gonna, because it's getting so much attention, it's likely gonna be one of those cases where there's gonna be some sort of like. Do you remember? Or do you remember there's this dude, he was like this foreign exchange student. He went to North Korea and he ripped off a North Korean flag. And then from that, like they caught him on tape. And then like they treated him terribly in the camp. He ended up in a coma and then subsequently died. The whole thing, there was a huge thing in America where they're pushing to get him back, sort of thing. So I think she's originally from China. So I don't know how that will work, like if they'll do some sort of outreach, but it seems like people care about this one. So we'll see if that has an effect on her sentencing.
Well, I mean, she shit out of luck while this president in office, so maybe Biden can do something because that's
Possibly.
crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
We'll see. We will see.
You never you don't know what this presidency what they gonna do, man. If they say they're gonna do one thing, they do another thing. Like with the stimmies, with them stimuluses, man.
Yeah. So the last update that I heard is that Trump officially signed it. Signed the version of the deal that gives out $600 as a stimulus. And his resistance in signing it was that he was suggesting go for 2,000, right. Which is more practical than 600. So he's finally signed it, and he's with the suggestion that they do eventually change it to 2,000. What are your thoughts on this?
So obviously, I would like $2,000. Like obviously, I'm saying, but we literally for people. So I've seen a thing that said that 11 million Americans lost unemployment the week of Christmas. 11 million. So the holdup that Trump put on, he extended he waited like an extra week that he shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if you was just going to sign the 600 bill, you should have just did it a week ago.
But from my understanding of it, though, they proposed 600. Like I think like Pelosi and kind of like whoever was working on it. I hear Pelosi's name a lot with it, so I assume that she's one of the forefront people. She was working on it, and they agreed on, or it came to 600, and Trump was like, I'm not signing that. Let's raise it to 2,000.
Right.
And Democrats agreed with it. The Republicans did not agree with it. And then, so a lot of people were saying like, oh, well, that's actually a good move. Like, don't sign 600. Let's raise it to 2,000. That's going to benefit more people. What is $600 really going to do? So that's my understanding of it. It wasn't necessarily, I don't know the politics behind it. It didn't sound like he was not signing it. It sounded like he was not signing it for a reason, which I'm like, all right, I'm not mad at that.
Okay, but this is my thing, right? How if can Trump just change? So my thing is, I felt like he knew he was going to sign it. Like I felt like if you're going to say, yo, I'm going to sign it, and then we can revisit the $2,000, why not just do that a week ago? Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Yeah. 11 million people call unemployment and didn't get the money they were expected.
Yeah, no, and this again, it always sounds like I'm defending Trump. I think this is like straight up the government being dickheads. I think this is like some gridlock in stuff where it's like, hey, we're gonna pass off this idea of like a minuscule $600, which is, what's that gonna help? If people have rent and they're missing food and all that, $600 not gonna. He does want to speak Russian. Producer Pat.
Producer Pat got you there. He said you want to speak Russian. It makes sense.
I do. Oh gosh. Oh geez. All right. I'm out of here. Well, if it's like, all right, $600, what is that gonna do, sort of thing?
Nothing.
And it's like, it just seems like it almost seemed like a false proposition to suggest like, oh yeah, we're gonna give 600, almost to the point where like it's meant to be contested. Like it's meant to be debated of like, what are you going to do at 600? You remember like when they first announced it, like how many people were clowning on the idea of $600, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
So if there is a means of like getting it to 2,000, I'm okay with that.
No, listen, I'm definitely okay with the 2,000, but I don't know how politics work. Can Trump just say, hey, raise it, guys, and then they raise it? If that's not a thing, why halt it? You know what I'm saying?
I think he could, yeah, because I think he can get blocked by Congress overall. Like he can't just be like, it's like how you just get vetoed. Like, yeah, we're not doing that sort of thing. I think he was just
That's
using his leverage of like, oh yeah, this is my influence, and I'm saying raise 2,000, and I'm not going to sign it to give pressure to the Congress or whoever the powers may be. Um, Honestly, I get the logic. I'm not mad at him trying to get it to 2,000. Like I'm kind of
right.
like, all right, that's kind of cool.
Listen, we all know 2,000 is greater than 600.
Yeah,
But the whole politics behind it is, bro, was it possible for you to just give us 2,000 when you say I wanted to raise, or were you just blowing smoke up our ass?
that's
Like,
true.
was it?
Was he just kind of throwing stuff out there like, just give him 50,000?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, imagine how hype everyone would have been if Trump was like, we have all trillions of dollars, just give everyone $6,000. How many people do you think would have
right.
voted for Trump if that was a proposition that went past? If it was like, hey, okay, if I'm elected, I want to try to get a bill, a new stimulus that's going to be $6,000 per household. Do you think a lot of people would switch?
That'd be huge.
That'd be
But
huge.
like, no, I've seen people switching over to Trump's side for 2,000. I've seen people talking about some. Yeah, man, we should have voted for Trump. Like, nigga, it's a $1,400 difference. You throwing away your morals for $1,400?
Some
Like,
people, yeah.
it don't make no. I had to make a. I don't know if you seen. I made a whole video about it on Instagram because I seen so many people, like so many black people, talking about yo Trump trying to give us 2,000, man. That's my president right there. I'm like, yo, stop, man, stop.
So I feel like if we ask those people which one would you prefer, racial injustice or dictatorship, we now know their answer.
Right.
They're going directly with that one. Yeah, and I think a lot of times money resonates with people, like the idea of it, especially now. So I think a lot of them kind of, and I shouldn't even speak on it too much because I don't know the politics behind it. I don't really know if it was a matter of them being gridlocked or why they didn't sign off on it. So we'll see. I'm not going to turn down, $2,000. I won't turn down $6,000 either if you're listening to this.
Hey, listen, Congress, if you're listening, you would.
Congress, if you know someone that does pornography, let us know that. But also, if you want to give $6,000, we're okay with that too.
We'll take both, you know what I'm saying? But I hate to see my brothers and sisters jumping out the window for Trump over a $1,400 difference. I'm like, that man has done so much wrong shit to this country. $1,400 doesn't make up for it. But that's the analogy that I made was that's like a woman getting cheated on, right? And like for 4 years getting cheated on, but then that last week her boyfriend taking her out to a real fancy restaurant. Like she's not gonna be happy because you took her out to a fancy restaurant to make up for your cheating. You cheated for 4 years. Fuck that calamari. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, some people love calamari though. Some people it's like, all right, my life's going real bad right now, and the only thing that could fix it short term, calamari. Get some calamari in there.
Calamari is pretty good with the right sauce. It's good, but still,
yeah,
man. People tripping, man.
With that, I want to get some prop suggestions. You want to get some prop suggestions?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's do
prop
it.
suggestions. Let's get it.
I'm all about. I was talking to producer Pat about this before, man. Like, I'm all about putting out like. I'm a comedian, right? But I want to put out the comedy that's going to benefit the people. I'm tired of talking about dumb shit that don't mean nothing. So when it comes to my suggestions, I also want to do the same thing. I suggest everybody try this. I'm thinking about making a little, I don't know, not a cookbook, but like I'm thinking about just talking about it more online. Everybody should do this, man. I think we should all try go one day vegan per week. Just one day a week.
Wait, one day. What it was say it again? One day per week, but we're just vegan?
We're just vegan, one day a week.
Oh, sure.
I suggest that, right? So it's something I've been trying. I'm not gonna just talk about it, but I've been trying it for months. And it's not that hard, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I would never want to be one of those people that be like, you need to be a vegan. Don't eat that meat. I would never be that person. But I suggest that you try it and see how it's not that hard, yo. I got recipes, I got ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, for instance, we're having quesadillas with chickpea quesadillas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same consistency of refried beans. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, like no cheese. And the cheese that if you want to put cheese in it, they got non-dairy cheeses.
They do have that, yeah.
You do got. I'm saying like You can say producer Pat said boo. That's what my butthole say when I have cheese. Boo. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest that. Look.
Oh no, I don't know what you're saying. Don't do. It's gross.
But that's what I want to suggest, yo. I really wanted to come on here, and I suggest everybody just try it. Look up. You can look up recipes. You can. I'm gonna be posting about it, yo, because like, bro, I make this vegan grilled cheese. It's the fucking litest. You know what I'm saying? It's lit.
Okay.
I'm telling you. So like, I suggest that people just try it. Don't knock it before you try it. If you need recipe ideas, you can let us know. Let me know. I'm telling you. He said virgin grilled cheese. No, vegan.
You know what? That's something I'd be game to get on board for, man. You know, diabetes runs in my family. And
mine too, bro.
Yeah,
my grandma died at like 62, bro. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Wait, what is this here? What producer Pat just type out? Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple's a grilled cheese. So I think that's a good suggestion. I think people could follow up on it and check their page for vegan suggestions because we're on that now.
Look, I don't want to. I never want to be the preachy guy. I don't want to be the preachy because I remember vividly. Like I haven't had hot dogs in a while, but nigga, I used to eat hot dogs all the time, and I would see somebody talking about vegan shit. I'm like, man, get that vegan shit off my timeline. You know what I'm saying? but it's
oh, just talking to your phone. Get that vegan shit off my timeline.
Get off my timeline with that. You know, I suggest it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna post about it. I'm gonna put out ideas and recipes that I've used that you be like, yo, this is good, bro. I didn't even trust me, yo. Because
we got a lot of listeners that can use some dietary suggestions. I'm fully on board with this. You got some hosts that give you some dietary suggestion. That's me. So yeah, I'm game for like following up with like any of these suggestions that could help the diet and all that. So I'll look out for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. My prop suggestion. You know your boy likes to have fun. You know your boy has. You just look like someone that doesn't like to have fun.
You look like you had too much fun.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes when you're having fun, you have too much fun. And I was thinking, man, what are some ways that I could heighten this fun? You know, kind of get it popping in different ways. You know, change my settings and all that. And with that, that's why I would like to recommend smart light bulbs. Smart light bulb you control from your phone. My brother got me one for Christmas. My room's pink now. It's nuts. It's nuts.
So cool.
Yeah, man. So like if you ever want to like say if you want to read in a certain way or if you want to just be like in a green room, you say you want to get a pink salmon little feel going. So you got a pink light going on right there. The app is called Smart Life. And you know, if you want to get really, really funky with it, you know, you get two of them. I got two lights going crazy in here, bro. Like it's nuts.
So you got a strobe light.
Well, this one I could adjust to. Like it doesn't have to just be that. There's like timers and schedules, but you can do a bunch of different things with it. So you know, if you're someone that likes to have a nice time by yourself in your room during a pandemic, I highly recommend getting a smart light bulb. They're only like $7 or so.
Oh, that could be. Listen, that's lit. If you want to get in the mood, like, hey, baby, you know what we can do? Hand me my phone. Cut the lights off.
I had this thing where I had, and I'll try to do it now while we're on here, where I had in blue and red, and it was just like bleeping, like blinking left and right, like a bunch. It was just kind of like, oh, there's cops in my room. It was a cool thing to do.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to wake up to the blue and red blinking lights.
It's like, what is this?
It's a nightmare,
bro. And the other day, like I couldn't figure out how to work it, so I just had a blinking light in my room for like 10 minutes. It was freaky as hell, but yeah, no, that's one I'm going to suggest to the people.
So do you gotta buy the light bulb separately, or does it come with like what do you do?
Well, my brother he got one off Amazon, so like he was able to get it off there, and it was only came to like $7. And then once you have the light bulb, you're able to plug it in. You turn the light bulb on and off 3 times, and then it's like Bluetooth that's connected to the light bulb. It connects to your phone. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to fix this. Trust me, I am. My eyes hurt when I do this. Oh boy. Okay. We'll do the rest of the episode like this. That's fine.
Yo, this is hilarious. Yo,
I'm really trying. It feels like I'm in the beginning of Belly. It
does. It does. Rest in peace to Linux.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna be. Let me fix this out of here.
Yo, this is so good. Yo, I feel like I'm in a rave.
Yeah. And you could just, so you don't even have to, sometimes people are like, I don't want to touch the knob on a light bulb. I don't want to touch the knob to turn on and off a light. You no longer have to do that with a smart bulb. You just connect it with your phone. I haven't touched the light switch in like 3 days, and I feel nice.
That's the 2020 version of the clapper.
A little bit, yeah. Just like,
Could you imagine if you had the clapper light bulb and when you had sex, it kept turning on and off?
no, I can't picture that at all. No.
Like, why is the light going off?
Oh my gosh. I'm sure that's why that industry hasn't bloomed the way that it should have. All these senior citizens, they're clapping away. Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out. Shout out to my friend's grandmother. I was talking to my friend the other day, good friend, and he was talking about how his grandmother, I won't put her business out there, but he was like, yeah, she's having a rough time with the pandemic and all that stuff. And like we were kind of joking around, and then somehow it evolved to like me getting her number.
Oh,
Her and I just had a conversation on Sunday. It was nice. We just chatted.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I think it's just like a cool, like, all right. I hit her up during tribes, and she could hit me up if she wants. It kind of best of both worlds. Like, shout out to my grandmother. She's no longer here. I get a grandma. She gets a friend. It's kind of nice.
Listen, man, I'm with that. I'm really all for that. I met an older, not gonna say old. I met an old lady when I was driving Uber a couple of years ago, and she like attached to me. Like I gave her my personal phone number to be her personal Uber driver, because like she said to me, she was like, I can't understand the other Uber drivers when they talk. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's kind of racist. But so I feel that. I understand it. They need that. They need that. I mean that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Just hearing about it, I was bummed out about it. I'm not trying to sound like a hero or anything or that like that, but
You a hero. You a hero that wears pink capes. Yes, you are.
Yeah. No, even if it's not the season for it, man, you gotta like sometimes you just gotta show your hero colors. So yeah, no, I got a buddy now, so that's cool. So all the ladies that have curved me in the past know that I have something more fulfilling.
Sugar mama. Sugar mama.
No comment on that side. No comment on that side. No comment on that side.
Listen, listen, man. Shout out to Peggy. That was my old white lady. She used to take me out to eat all the time. We would get drunk at the restaurant and everything.
I like the sentiment of it, but I don't like how much it's pretty much driving Miss Daisy. Like you were Morgan Freeman for this woman, as just like her personal chauffeur.
But she listen, man. That's gonna be you, so you better get used to it. You better get used to it. You be driving around. You have your own Peggy.
Yeah, my small Sicilian friend. I'm gonna run my Russian by her and see how it plays out. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's so good. You can be the Putin. She can be the Mussolini.
Wow. All right. Why are you calling my dear friend Mussolini?
That's the only Italian person I could think of that was in politics.
It's like Robert De Niro, Mussolini. Oh yeah, Pinocchio. Sorry. Pinocchio. My bad. I forgot about Pinocchio. Oh.
Was Pinocchio Italian?
I can't confirm that.
I don't know if he was Italian, but he was a liar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's wild. Well, we're about to dip, right? We had a full blown episode. We came through. People are like, it was proper Ebonics popping off during the pandemic. We got you. We got you. And this is the last episode of the new year. So if you've been listening all year, we appreciate it. This is a hot year for us. More so just a hot year is not a great word for it, but it was a productive year. And it's thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. Maybe we'll give you a gift card. We won't, but we should do something like that. Like, if you write a review, we'll pick a name out of a hat, and that person gets a cameo from Kirk and Allen. I don't know. But like,
so you don't want to be on Twitter, but you want to have a cameo account.
I'd love to have a cameo account. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Yeah, man. But like, subscribe, all that stuff. Wear your do-rags and be safe. See you in 2021.
We out.